It's at 9:04, and if you play the summit this week, you might have access to be able to unlock the Traxxas. Now this is the RC vehicle, the first licensed vehicle that's available, and as you can see, you get all these different rewards. So gold, you get a blue scanner underglow, but what you want is that platinum summit reward, which is the Traxxas X-Maxx Ultimate. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take it for a drive, because in this event, you get to use it. I'm going to do this one for a separate video because it's a track of the week. So I'm going to try and I'm going to try to do track of the week every week. Let's see if we can get that going. But next week, obviously, you get this stuff. So, and then the track of the week, obviously. But we're going to take a look because all three events here use the car, and down here, maybe that one. Yep. So there's 4 events we could do today, but we might just end up doing one of them. So we shall see. We'll at least do 2, I think. That's what we should do. So let's go into this and see what it's like, because I want to get it. I want to grind through it. And obviously, these are the events you're going to have to take seriously. So you've got stuff like this. So it's this event. So we might just do all the events just because, you know, it's a longer video. If you enjoyed the video, leave us a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we're nearly at 1,000 subscribers. I'm not the best at driving stuff like this, but we can see what we can do. I think I've got it on easy anyway. See, my line is all over the place. It doesn't want to turn. For only 5 laps though, which isn't too bad, but you're going to have to learn how to take the best line to get the best time. So if anything, it's just replaying the event over and over again. We nearly got slammed, but we didn't. It's an interesting track, but not much to say about it. Nearly got hit again. But now we're on the final lap. I don't know what the optimal line would be. I assume trying to keep on the inside. Obviously not hitting stuff like that. That's clearly going to let me down. But there we go. And then we're going to head on to the next event. That event's pretty short though. You know, it's only a 1-minute event, so it's not too bad. But let's take a look at the next event. I'm going to do all the events because why not? I can just cut it out if I want to shorten the time of the video, which I may do, I may not do. So you'll see when this video comes out if I did or not. I'm going to release it today because I haven't got a video for today. We've got a video for tomorrow, which will be the crew 2. So keep your eyes open for that. And here we go. So we do have nitrous in this race, and obviously it's a timed race. So hopefully we do fairly well. I do want to unlock this car this week, so, you know, for those of you that don't care about it, just skip this summit so I can win it. I'm joking, obviously. If you want the car, try and get it, because especially if you don't have the RC DLC, you can get yourself another car, because I believe you can only own one from the main stage. And there's then this one if you don't buy the actual season pass, or if you don't buy the DLC separately, that is. Losing a bit of traction there. So obviously you can go in this view, which is probably a better view for having to control the vehicle, because it's what you're used to. And this thing has a wheelie bar. It's pretty cool looking. Trying to be careful on that bridge, I don't want to go flying off. We're all over the track, but no, it takes some getting around into. You've got to use your nitrous in certain sections. You're best off following a guide if you want to get a good time on the summit, which I do. I follow the gaming military, I think it is on there. because I feel like he's the best one for me. I just understand what he's saying when he's doing the guides. He's just a simple guide, really. I prefer you watching that one because it's not as... It's more straightforward, that's why I like watching him. I don't do guides as such. I just do this for fun, and it's more like a friendly reminder for you guys, because not everyone watches guides, because not everyone plays the crew all the time. So if this pops up on your feed, leave us a like, support the channel a little bit for us. Try and get around these corners nicely. We're still on the track. This section looks a bit risky. Can't see where I'm going because we're in the trees. And over a jump. We're gonna nitro stay in, but try and stay on. So we slip to the left. Not ideal. Maybe we can just make it up the hill. Try. Obviously we've lost a lot of time doing that, but who cares? Because I'll have to rerun it again anyway after watching the guide. Because I do want to get this vehicle, but if I don't get it, not the end of the world. Because I'll just have to wait 6 months and then I can get it anyway. So that's one of them. If you're busy, I wouldn't worry about it, because 6 months later you can get it anyway. But in 6 months time, we'll probably all be on GTA 6 anyway, so does it really matter? Weren't a bad result, but obviously it's the first day, and coming that low on the first day isn't ideal. So let's now go to the event Muddy Move. It is really fun, these RC cars. I don't know how you feel about them, but me personally, I think they're a cool addition. They are a little bit big though. They could have been smaller. This one does look like it's smaller, but I can't honestly tell. I don't think it is, because my Jeep can fit through that gap, because I've been up here before. This is another weird track. I don't remember what playlist it's from, but it's probably from that off-road playlist. So I haven't done this track as much as other ones. I wonder if, see, when it comes to tracks like this, and things that when it comes to these RC cars, it's gonna be to do with the shortcuts and things. Because you can see, like there, I can just jump up whenever I feel like. Use our nitrous to get down a little bit. Can't see where we're going because we're so low to the ground, but I guess we're just skimming down this mountain here. And there's a jump. So I assume we take the jump. I don't even know where the next trick one is. There it is. As we slam through the trees. But I assume we can just skip up here. It would be a bridge, wouldn't it? Oh, I thought I was going off it then. But we managed to keep the line and stay on track. We can try and drift all the way around this corner, I guess. It's actually pretty stable, this car. Hopefully we get more RC cars that are licensed, because that would be very cool. Especially if we could do a whole playlist on just a bunch of licensed ones, that would be sick. We're slipping all over the place. We're clearly not on the track. You can see where the track ends there, and we're all the way across. Now we're going to go a water section. If you didn't know, RC cars can drive on water if you go fast enough. They just skim across the surface. This is an interesting track. I've obviously played it. I've played all the tracks, but I just don't remember it. So it's more to do with this, just keeping your speed up, I suppose. Maybe having more nitrous would be beneficial there, especially for this section, so I can just come launching down. And we're coming close to the finish line now, so we're just going to send it round this corner. like that. That's not a bad corner. And then towards the finish. Lovely stuff. I wonder if there's any checkpoints for that, like shortcuts, but 3 minutes, probably a bad time. But you know, you get used to it. But we got a decent score for that, so maybe it wasn't that bad of a time. And then we're just going to do this final event here. Just to see what it is. And I'm going to save the weekly one for another video, I think. Because the weekly events are the cooler events and they're kind of unique. Well, they are unique because somebody has to make them. Whether that's the development team or if it's someone that plays the game. You know, like you or me or somebody on YouTube that creates it and then gets the light, gets the spotlight for the week. So this is another track. I believe this is actually, I don't know what track it is. I think it's the track from the classic, the Retro Garage one. Not sure though. I could be wrong. It's probably the Monster Truck track actually. No, this is definitely what the... Nearly went all over the place there. But it managed to stay a little bit straight, so it does slip and slide a little bit. Oh no, this is the motocross track. I believe. That's what I think it is. I'm not positive, but I remember some of the route, but obviously I've got to watch a guide to get good times because I don't remember a lot of the tracks. It's been a while since I've been doing this one, but not bad. I thought we were going to hit that bamboo there, but we didn't. We managed to stay. And where are we going? Through the bamboo, I suppose. Then back onto this dirt trail. It's hard to actually see because of the RC car being in all the bushes and stuff. We can't really see what's going on. I was tempted to go underneath, but didn't look like an ideal location, and we skimmed that tree. That was different. So this race hasn't really been all that bad. We've seemed to, and then we're going to miss that checkpoint, aren't we? No, we got it, surprisingly. So we literally slipped all the way across that side and managed to get the checkpoint still. What? That was a weird line that we... See, I'm slipping all over the place. What is this? We've got to try and pull to the right a little bit while in the air. And we're still slipping. Not ideal. Why is it slipping? We just wrecked our lap. Just from that, about 3 minutes on the dot. Okay. So there we go. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to get this car, you have from the 20th to the 27th of May. So get on the game, try and get the car. And I wish you all the best of luck. Hopefully I get it too. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.